Sono Budoyo Museum is a museum based in Yogyakarta that originated from the Java Institute founded in 1919. Officially, they had been around since 1935 after the inauguration by Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono VII. The institution has been preserving cultural collections of Java, Bali, Madura, and Lombok heritage. Their collections range from artifacts, furniture, shadow puppets or wayang, and ancient daggers or keris, and also many more.
Java Institute had also opened a non-formal carpentry school called Kunst Ambat School or KAS that started between 1939 until 1941. The school's existence was cut short due to World War II that had happened during that period. In the school, students learned how to create artistic carpentry from materials like wood and silver. The school was open to multiple layers of age groups, making the age range of the students vary from children to adults.
Jepara, iconic for its notable carpentry scene in Java, has several functional yet beautiful articles of furniture that adorned the houses of early Java. The aesthetics of carpentry born from this region has leaned on a more fauna direction, which is a characteristic that opposes another region that produces such craft, the Kudus region. In Kudus, they strictly produce carpentry with flora as the basis of their aesthetics.
The furniture of krono or divider has been around since the 20th century. It serves the purpose of a partitioner in between rooms, since houses in early Java history tended to not have fully enclosed rooms. Although the carved-out wood shaping the figures of the partition creates tiny gaps in the divider, the minimal lighting illuminated by candles at times helps to disguise what is behind the divider. This ensures privacy when needed.
Other sets of carpentry functioning as furniture are the klewer and tebeng, in which both articles of furniture function as ventilation in rooms. The both of them differ in placement, in which the klewer is placed above the gebyok or traditional Japanese main door to the house, and the tebeng placed in between the walls. In addition to that, they also differ slightly in shape, as the tebeng typically has its carvings enclosed in a sort of frame, whereas the klewer is not at the bottom of the carving.
Alongside articles of furniture from Java, there are also plenty of acculturated pieces of art and garments that were derived from Islamic culture seeping into the society. The Islamic teachings were spread through trade, culture and art with literature and religious garments such as prayer mat. The prayer mat was made of woven palm leaves or mendong grass, combining the cultural usage of the material to create a uniquely Indonesian flair to the Islamic prayer mat.
When considering evangelism across multiple religions, the common method to do so is through the storytelling with the media of wayang, or shadow puppets. There are multiple types of wayang depicting Hinduism, Islamism, and Christianity. Wayang Purwasisi depicted the story of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Wayang Sadat depicted the story of Wali Songo and Islamic teachings, and Wayang Wahyu depicted stories from the Christian Bible. In addition to the evangelistic functions of wayang, acculturation of Chinese and Japanese is also present in the Wachinwa. Wayang depicting the story of Chinese folktale told in Jawangoko or informal Japanese.
Ultimately, the effort to preserve cultural peace and notions not only lies with keeping the physical integrity of the objects within the confinements of the museum, but also by spreading its significance to how it shapes the culture that is present among us today. Sono Budoyo Museum upholds the culture of the peace by educating us on how it relates to the lives of our ancestors, therefore making the cultural life within us that have heard to continue to tell the people on the matter.
Harian Jogja is one of the prominent mass media companies in Yogyakarta, operating under PT Aksara Dinamika Jogja as a part of Business Indonesia Publishing Group. One of its shareholders comes from the Yogyakarta royal family, allowing Harian Jogja to occupy a heritage building that once served as the colonial era waterworks office in Yogyakarta. Harian Jogja was established on May 20, 2008 in conjunction with the celebration of National Awakening Day. This establishment was marked by the publication of its first newspaper edition.
Harian Jogja's vision is to become a professionally managed media company dedicated to upholding the noble values of culture, fostering optimism, inspiring, and educating the public. Through this vision, Harian Jogja promotes positive journalism by conducting journalistic activities in accordance with ethical codes and presenting comprehensive, in-depth content from various perspectives, using polite language and fostering hope while providing readers with broad insights.
In its operational structure, Harian Jogja has two main divisions. The first one is the newsroom or editorial division, and the second one is the business division. The newsroom is responsible for independently producing and managing news content, while the business division supports editorial operations through an integrated marketing system that promotes the company's products to maintain journalistic activities and reporting processes.
During its first year, Harian Jogja's primary product was print media. Its main source of income came from newspaper sales and print advertisements. However, the newspaper distribution was still limited to Yogyakarta, Purworejo, and parts of Magelang. Harian Jogja began to expand its products in the second year. The company established a radio station called Start Jogja FM, which later named Start FM to expand its market reach beyond Yogyakarta.
In addition to radio broadcasting, Harian Jogja has developed various innovative services, including event organizing, digital production, short film creation, and billboard advertisement. These developments were strategic responses to the evolving media industry and rising newspaper production costs. Despite this adjustment, the print edition continues to circulate through a subscription-based system rather than conventional street newspaper sales.
To support these developments, Harian Jogja operates content and innovation as well as supporting system divisions that manage content production, administration, finance, IT, and human resources. Supported by journalists, designers, marketers, event organizers, and digital production teams, Harian Jogja continues to grow as a modern media company that delivers creative and high-quality content to the public.
Harian Jogja also actively shares information and promotes its content through official platforms such as Instagram, X, Facebook, Threads, YouTube, and TikTok. These social media platforms are not only used to share news, but also to create creative content such as short videos, podcasts, talk shows, event promotions, and direct interaction with the public. The use of social media reflects Harian Jogja's adaptability to technological changes and modern information access.
Apart from delivering news and digital content, Harian Jogja provides publication services for announcements of lost driver's licenses, vehicle registration documents, official notices, and court summons. These services are important because certain administrative and legal regulations require publication through mass media. Harian Jogja remains dedicated to delivering credible information and meaningful public services while continuing to grow as a reliable and influential media company for society.